Welcome to Best Music Coach. My name is Dan the Music Man, and I'm about to break down ACDC Live at the Apollo 1978 Let There Be Rock live for you here. I'm going to point out anything that I think you might find interesting along the way, and at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a summary breakdown of everything we've learned along the way. I have never seen this video before. I have nothing prepared, nothing written down ahead of time. All my reactions are going to be in real time as we go. Let's get it started.
The black man had the blues. No one knew what they was gonna do. But Tchaikovsky had the news. He said, let there be light. And there was light. Let there be sound. And there was sound. Let there be drums. And there was drums. Let there be guitar. Wow, there was guitar. Let there be rock.
Excellent. So a couple things so far. Number one, if you are a current fan of ACDC and you've seen a lot more of their live performances of this song, you'll notice that they're actually playing at a slower rate of speed here, what we would call a slower tempo. Doesn't make it any better, doesn't make it any worse. It's a little closer, I think, to the original recording, but like if you listen to them live at, say, River Plate, I mean, they are just burning the house down with how fast they're going. So they're going a little bit slower here. Again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Something else is the bass sound here is very different. I'm not sure if there was a different bass guitar being used, maybe a different rig, but you can hear during the verses when Bon is singing, that's a really nasty bass sound that actually sounds more like maybe a John Myung like Dream Theater progressive rock bass sound. Really cool, really raw, really biting and punching too. Something else that's also really cool is the rhythmic variations that Bon is improvising in the verse. So normally it's man didn't know about that rock and roll show and all that jive. And he's doing these very interesting like syncopations and changing how it would normally be performed on the record to maybe something that he's finding a little bit more interesting and exciting to do live. Let's keep it going. Listen to that bass. Oh.
This is what they have to say. Let there be light.
So very interesting there. You notice the first time in that little break section right there where he normally does that pick tapping thing. Angus the first time actually just did, I think, what was it was just a single note in a bend or a double stop. I don't entirely remember. Very interesting to see that in live performances, musicians often improvise and make up new stuff, and it's always fun to watch.
One night in the club, I was shaking hands. There was a night or two, listen to a rockin' band.
Ah!
And I knew it was good, and I knew it was loud. And the singer turned and they said to the crowd, "Look at me
Hey, everyone, listen to Malcolm messing around on the rhythm guitar. There, that's I've never heard him mess around like that before. Usually he's like super, or I should say was, excuse me, rest in peace. He was super duper tight. and never kind of messed around and did sort of weird things. But you can hear right here that he actually is sort of sliding around and hitting some weird things. Like that. Excellent. Cool. So I want to touch on a couple things before I do a summary. What was really interesting to see is if you watch this, and you can actually go watch my reaction videos to this same song by ACDC, both Donington and then also River Plate. Of course, there Brian Johnson is singing, not Bon Scott. It's very interesting to see the evolution of Angus Young's guitar solo. So right here, this video was about 8 minutes long maybe, and when we look at River Plate, I think it was up to 20 minutes long, so that's like 12 more minutes of guitar soloing. Really cool, very interesting to see that Angus got up on, I think he got up on the amp cabinets, and to see that evolve into him actually flying up in the air on the stage. Really, really cool. Also interesting to see in that guitar solo, Angus using that sort of thunderstruck style of going for those same note groupings, which you can see he does in almost all of his guitar solos on this piece for basically all of history. I don't think he did it on the studio version, but I think in all the live versions, if I'm not mistaken, he does that sort of thunderstruck note grouping style of soloing. So super cool. In summary, we saw a slower tempo than we've seen before. We saw that the bass was playing with this really, really interesting sound during the verses when Bon was singing. We saw some rhythmic variations and improvisations from Bon. We saw there was a shorter solo than we've seen from River Plate, or Donington for that matter. And just very interesting usage of some arpeggiations by Angus Young right at the end of that guitar solo. Very cool. I absolutely loved watching this. If you like this reaction, please let me know down in the comments what you thought, and also what you would like to see me react to next. This video was recommended by so many people on the channel. Here we are. I'm doing it. This is for you guys. I love you all. Amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys next time.